yeah. And then stayed with the Republican Party probably until about 2012, 2013 or so. And then the party just, it didn't seem like they were interested in being financially responsible anymore. And they were more just focused on some of the social stuff and creating some divides. And that's really the time that I found out about the Libertarian Party, because I didn't even know about third parties really before that.
Yeah.
And so it really hit my spots as far as the financial stuff and just letting people be. And I don't have to agree with what you believe. We don't have to agree on all those things, but for the government's role, just limiting what the government has to do. So
I think let's see if I can remember all 5 this time. I think there are 5 things that the government should be worried about, and otherwise not worry about it, which is making sure we're healthy, that we have our basic needs met, making sure that we have like healthcare, education, all those things, the infrastructure, roads, all that stuff, and public safety. And if they're going to be making any other kinds of laws, it needs to be from the side of protecting citizens' rights that another party is trying to take away, and you see a problem and you want to make sure that nobody can take anybody else's rights away. I don't think that they should be making laws that literally take people's rights away.
right, yeah, as much as possible, for sure.
Yeah, my rights end where your rights begin, right?
Yep.
And so there has to be somebody that can settle disputes between people when they say, no, here's where my rights are, and we don't agree where our rights begin and end.
Right.
There has to be somebody that settles those agreements, that you can't do this, and you can't do this to certain people, or people will do it.
Yeah. And we've seen that like with the Constitution. Almost every amendment to the Constitution has been limiting government because they've started overstepping those bounds, except for the 18th Amendment was really the only one where they took rights away from people for the right to drink, but of course that one was overturned with the 21st Amendment. Our Constitution is all centered around trying to limit the government and as much as possible.
Mark, I'm going to try not to butcher his name, Mark Schuckowitz, out in 110, which is, he lives in...
And that's one thing I really enjoyed, like last time I ran and this time I ran, is just finding out so much information. As you run into people, just talking with different groups and stuff, it's just finding out so much what's going on in your community and stuff like that.
Because what I found in these interviews with people that I'm talking to, and I feel like they're telling me the truth, is that the way that people are perceived online and believing in Kansas and thinking and feeling in Kansas, especially when you're talking about rural districts or ones that aren't in a city populace, is not meeting, and these are like Democrats too, that are going out there. I interview everybody, so the things people are saying to them do not match up with what they see online people say, and that the reality, because people get online and they're just loud, and the majority of people are just different when you really get down to the issues and talk to them, and a lot of the issues that they're currently wasting time on in this current legislative session are not one of them is something that an actual voter has brought up as they knock on doors. And so it's not even about partyship, it's about having people in there that are going to be willing to do the work, that won't be bought and paid for, and that are going to do the work for whatever it is their district is sending them there to. And ultimately, yes, your decisions do impact all of Kansas because you vote on those things, but you are being sent there by your tribe to represent them in the state house. And I just don't think anybody is taking that role. Not anybody. There are people. But I just feel like a lot of them, especially the ones that have the power right now, are wasting and squandering and not respecting that state house. And it makes me angry that they would go in there and disrespect that